Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's comic book review. And tying for comic book of the week, as you guys can see, Flash number 1, the tying comic book for comic of the week, Blackest Night number 0. Also the most controversial title of the week. I've been seeing people say they really like the comic, and I've been seeing people say they really don't like the comic. It was dumb, it was stupid, it was whatever. Let's put Flash down now. But definitely they're both even for comic book of the week. Flash number 1, like I said, was amazing. Okay, Brightest Day number 0. You guys have to understand, whenever it's a 0 comic, it's going to be setting up for the actual series. It's like a number 1, only it's more of an epilogue than an actual story. In this story, you get to see Deadman, whom is the only person brought back from the dead who is wearing a White Lantern ring. And it's obvious that the White Lantern, or the White Light, wants him to help the other 11 people that are brought back. Or that's what it's at least saying in this issue. And you get to see little shorts of everybody who's brought back. You get to see Aquaman and Mira. You get to see Jean Jones. You get to see the Flash for a brief moment. I guess that's because Flash number 1 came out the same week as Brightest Day 0. I gotta get used to saying Brightest Day. I'm so used to saying Blackest Night. So that's why there's not too much Flash. You get to see Firestorm. You get to see Max Lord, Jade. Everybody who's brought back basically has a small part in this issue. I don't want to spoil too much of the stories. But basically, each person, or I want to say each short story, each character story in this issue sets up for either the Brightest Day comic or the comics that they'll be involved in. For example, Max Lord is going to be part of the ongoing series, at least for a year, Justice League of America Generations Lost, where Max Lord, nobody remembers anything about Max Lord except for the 4 people that are working in the Justice League Generations Lost issue. John Jones, Aquaman, and Hawkman and Hawkgirl are going to be basically tethered to Brightest Day. I'll show you guys the last page, actually, which is going to probably be the kickstart of Brightest Day's issue. Oh, also Osiris. The last page involves Sinestro showing up, where the White Lantern crashed at the end of the Blackest Night, number 8. And that's going to be leading into the Brightest Day number 1, I'm guessing. Also, Star City, the last stop Deadman was at was in Star City. And he was where, for those of you who read Justice League of America, Cry for Justice, there was a huge explosion in Star City which took out a huge amount of space. Actually, I'll show you guys the splash of that also. And basically the White Ring creates a huge forest, dead center of Star City, and here it is. And that is leading into the ongoing Green Arrow series, as you guys will see the cover once I finish talking. So each story in this issue either leads into another tie-in or a story that's going to be happening within Brightest Day. Like I said, Flash's tie-in will be here. Actually, I'll show you guys the back now. After the actual story, they do a quickie rundown of all the titles, as you can see here. Brightest Day, which is going to involve all 12 characters being brought back. The little quote at the top, they were resurrected for a reason. Then leading into here, the Green Lantern comics and the Green Lantern Corps, which is going to be taken up a month after Green Lantern. Then you got over here Green Arrow, which will be tethered to Brightest Day. I'm actually going to pick up the first issue of Green Arrow. I'm very interested in seeing where this forest in the shape of a star storyline is going to be going. Then after that, you have Flash number 1, which I just reviewed for you guys. Once again, awesome. Definitely pick it up. Justice League Generations Lost, which I will not be picking up, which involves Max Lord. And then we turn the page one more time. Birds of Prey, which I also will not be picking up, which involves Hawk and Dove. Yes, there was a part with them in this issue. And finally, Titans, which I will not be picking up either, which they're in search for Black Adam, as you can see by the title at the top. So, all in all, only 3 titles I won't be getting, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 titles tied into Brightest Day. Plus, there are a ton of one-shots coming out. I know the Atom one-shot is coming out next month, I believe, or June. I believe in June. And the side story will be in Adventure Comics. It will be a second story, a follow-up story. Brightest Day has me excited, but at the same time worried. There are a lot of tie-ins. There's going to be 2 comics a month. and it's a lot of story. There's a lot of room for the story to get boring. There's a lot of room for the story to get to completely mess up. I'm just hoping that, you know, this is like a second. This is a story taking place after another story. Blackest Night was amazing, and nothing can ever change that. My question and my hope is that Brightest Day can take up and be as good, if not better, than Blackest Night. You know, in the Green Lantern comics, they're all going to be fighting for that White Lantern. You know that Flash, the Kickstarter was great, and it's all leading up to Flashpoint, which is great. Green Arrow, we won't know till next month. I will be getting that and checking that out. We all know somehow Max Lord's going to have some dastardly evil thing, along with Zoom and Captain Boomerang, which are also in this issue. Well, Captain Boomerang at least is in this issue, who's all of a sudden 30 years younger. He's not an old man anymore. He's a young man again, but okay. Less be it for me to judge. I'm excited. I think this issue was definitely worth each and every penny to buy it. That's my opinion. If a lot of people feel it's not, it has its own story. It promos and tells you each and every comic book that is going to be involved in Brightest Day. Yes, it doesn't come with a White Lantern ring, but Brightest Day #1 does, and I know for a fact that I'll be getting one, and Mike will be getting one, and you will definitely be seeing the white rings on Epic Story on Brooklyn Boys. And yeah, so I think Brightest Day 0 is great. Next week, Blackest Night Director's Cut comes out, so I'm actually interested in seeing where that's going to go. And with that, guys, let's do the wrap-up for this week. Brightest Day #0, once again, amazing, guys. I spent an entire part of this episode telling you guys how great and what my predictions. My honest predictions for Brightest Day is that if done right, if done really right and done good, it can be as good, if not better, than Blackest Night. Brightest Day has that potential. We'll have to just wait around and see. Flash #1, The Flash #1. Awesome, Brightest Day tie-in. The story was great. The artwork was amazing. And that little teaser at the end that Jeff Johns put in there, man, I can't wait for Flashpoint. I can't wait for 2011 to see what this whole Flashpoint thing is about. You know this is all leading into it. So, can't wait. Pick it up. Absolutely great title. Iron Man Legacy, like I said, very amazing. #1. I would definitely say pick it up. See if you like it. If you like Invincible Iron Man, you might like this just as much, if not more. Adventure Comics #10, also 513. Continuing Last Stand of New Krypton. Up to you guys. I'm buying it and enjoying it because this means New Krypton is finally fucking over almost. Action Comics 888. I would avoid Action Comics, like I said, at least until after the War of the Supermen. Booster Gold #31. Ending the run with Dan Jurgens leading into Vanishing Point. Time Masters. Pick it up, guys. Like I said, it's a prequel in a way. The last page is a prequel to Time Masters. And also, Dan Jurgens' artwork is awesome. And Booster Gold, I'm actually very surprised. This series for 31 issues has been great. I can't wait to get the trade paperbacks in the first few story arcs. Ultimate Enemy 3. I feel this story is going around in a circle. And now that I know that there's going to be a story that follows it up, very skeptical. 50-50. If you've been getting it, I guess if you're a completionist, keep going. If not, it's up to you. The storyline just seems to be going around in a circle for me. I'd say maybe. Web of Spider-Man 7. I say get it because Spider-Girl leads in. This issue involves the last short of Spider-Girl leading into her first return issue. Involves Kraven. It says Gauntlet on it, but it really doesn't have much to do with the Gauntlet. It has more to do with the ending of the Gauntlet. Check it out. Spider-Man Grim Hunt, the Kraven Saga. It's free, guys. It's absolutely free. Pick it up. It's giving you a look at what's to come in what do you call it? Amazing Spider-Man, at least until July. July issues of Amazing Spider-Man have my eyebrow raised. It looks really interesting. So I'm being honest with you guys. I'm hoping Grim Hunt doesn't let me down because the next issues, the story that follows it, looks even more interesting. Maybe. We'll see how Grim Hunt goes, and we'll see how interesting they promote the next story after it. Alright, guys. With that, by the way, I got my new phone. For those of you who remember last week, I was telling you guys I was pissed off because I didn't get my phone. I finally got my Gravity 2. So now I've got my texter and everything else. So I'm very happy. As you can see, nobody texted me during the actual review, though. Okay, guys, so look forward to seeing a few more videos this week. I am working on things for this site. I have an announcement video that I am working on. That's why I'm so tired. I've been working non-stop on trying to get this site running like I've been doing with Brooklyn Boys. But yeah. check out Brightest Day #0. Flash #1 was awesome. And I will be seeing you guys next week. Or next week has a few nice comics also. So catch you guys there.